here with Gordon Richardson, creative director of Topman and Topman Design. Fantastic show, got to say well done.
Thank you.
Very vibrant colours. Can you tell me the inspiration behind the collection?
Yeah, it's sometimes so complicated, and then it comes out in the end, in the wash, if you like, very simply. It was literally about a young explorer of the past. The scene was, he wanted to kind of get away from his surroundings, get out there, explore life, take on various cultures. So he goes off exploring, basically, as simply as that. So he starts his journey, and it's all very purist. That's where all that colour level came from, all the whites and creams and everything. As a result of his exploration, he takes on board different cultures, and the two we honed in on was sort of like a Tibetan culture through his travel, and then an Indian culture, and all of this then imbues his style as he goes along, and he kind of takes that on board and starts to dress a little bit more flamboyantly and reflect the nature of those cultures. And then he kind of comes back from his world travels, a more experienced sort of gentleman, and falls back somewhat into his old routine, but obviously still maintaining elements of that culture and stuff that he's seen along the way.
Now obviously we see that nomadic trend coming through in your collection, and obviously Topman Design being the pinnacle of the high street and sort of a great influence into the high street. How do you see that nomadic trend sort of developing over the coming seasons?
Topman never really works in the world of fantasy. All those clothes are real. If you strip them down, they're about a coat, they're about a blazer. Do you know what I mean? I think the colour will come through a little bit, not to that degree, but in our main ranges, some of that colour, instead of it always being khaki and black, I think some of that will come through. I think the scale of them will come through. They were bigger and a bit more padded. And in the knitwear as well, I think those boiled wool knits at the beginning with the texture were nice. Maybe a little bit of lurex. So it's always difficult to tell at this stage, but we use that, as you say, rightly as a template for our main ranges as well. So we buy that, but then we also look at how can we use some elements of that in a more commercial way for main range.